Many messages coming in. Simon, I have to say, Danny's with us this morning. Many messages coming in just saying, basically, Fury, you've done it this time. I was a big fan of yours, but now no longer. You've shown yourself to be too greedy. And of course, we don't know the minutiae of the reasoning behind the fallout between, or the disagreement, if you like, between the Usyk camp and the Fury camp. But it must be significant enough that the fight has been called off. There's a typical message, one I concur with. Usyk is a cruiserweight fighting a heavyweight from a poor country that's being invaded. Tyson is entitled, spoilt child from a rich country. He's taking the mick here. Maybe it's because he doesn't think he can beat Oleksandr Usyk.
Why did he not give a list of Tyson's demands? If he's that out of order and Tyson's that much, what would be the harm against Usyk's manager giving a full picture
to show how small Tyson is?
That's not down to Usyk's camp to do that. Usyk's camp have already done the honourable thing this morning. They've spoken.
Yeah, but
but we are condemning it. We are, and rightly so. We're in the business of outcomes, right? We don't give a monkeys about the background. All we want to see is Fury and Usyk in the ring, right? And the rest of it is incidental. The fact that we have to have this blow-by-blow account led by Tyson Fury about what he's entitled to makes us get irritated with the whole equation. Makes us go, Frank Warren, pull your finger out and get this bloody deal down, or you lot sit down and shut up because we're all getting bored of you. That's what we think, don't we?
The general feel is if you've agreed 70-30, the rest should be immaterial. Fair enough. I agree. Because you're talking about.
But none of us have done boxing contracts.
No.
So with that in mind, the financials are the headline situation, and they're the biggest box to tick. If there's other boxes underneath it, they still have to be ticked too.
I agree.
Now whether they are minute enough, and whether Usyk's manager should have to come on and explain what all these reasons are. If Tyson Fury is as big a dosser now as we are accusing him to be, then I'd like to make this stick. I'd like to make sure that we are making him absolutely accountable for the fact that you are so small-minded, you are ducking out of this fight on technicalities. I'd like to be able to land that properly, and we can't land it because what we're hearing is, on one side of the argument, because Frank's gone quiet, because I think he believes the best way to create this solution is not to fight it in the media, is to go and have a fight with Tyson Fury about getting him back in line and then come back in the media. We disagree with that because we're in the media right now and we want to hear from Frank. But the bottom line is the solution has to be an outcome that's based upon Tyson Fury being absolutely vilified in a court of public domain where these fighters live on the basis of the real reasons why this fight isn't happening, or we find out something alternative.
Let me simplify it. The fight's off, and Usyk's camp and Krasiuk are saying that's not down to us. It's down to the other lot, so speak to Fury or speak to Frank. That's where we're at. Ads is a big fight fan, Man United fan as well. Ads, good morning. What's your take on this?
Hi guys, thanks for having me on. You okay?
Good, thank you. The fight is off. Did you think it would be?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. It clearly shows how difficult Fury and his team are, to actually deal with. I remember when the AJ fight fell through. AJ was literally getting slated. Why it didn't happen, because the blame was put on his toes. But it clearly shows that Usyk and his team are bent backwards. Personally, I don't think there's anything else he could have actually done. And it's like even now, with a bit of, with the rematch clause, Usyk should have accepted that. To be honest with you, it was Fury who actually wanted the rematch clause in the contract, to actually start with. So
yeah,
I think the other thing, Simon, you're a great guy, man. I listen to you. You got such a lot of opinions and such knowledge. And I've listened to the convo you had with Eddie yesterday, and you called AJ a fast track bully.
Flat track bully.
I don't think there's a bigger fast track bully than Fury in the actual boxing division. I just think he just thinks he's so big, he rules the sport, and he undermines everybody. And I think actually he needs to be held accountable. I agree.
I agree with you.
Thanks, Ads. Thank you. That's what it looks like.
But I agree with him. And what I want to do, and surely you must want to do this, Jim. If Fury is I want to nail him to the wall. I want to out him and put him against the wall and say, right, you did this. You didn't want this fight to happen. You put these ridiculous demands upon it. What kind of person are you?
We haven't seen the demands.
And that's the point. And that's what I want to get.
Why is it so murky in boxing? Why is there not clarity from the promoters and say, look, we're trying to do the best thing for the boxing fans. Here's the list of the demands. Tell me if that's unreasonable and whether Usyk's being out of order. There it is. Bang. We'll send you over a copy now on an email. There's the 15. Is that unethical in the promoting
Well,
world?
they'll say it's breach of confidentiality in a contract, which it can't be
ridiculous.
because they haven't signed it. The point is that we all want the same thing, which is the fight on. We want Tyson Fury to do what he says he's going to do. All right? And then we want to know, really, why he's unreasonable. And if it is unreasonable, then we want to slam him.
Well, there was talk of 50-50, then that disappeared. Then there was talk of 30-70 in Fury's favour.
Yeah.
Which
and
he got.
that has gone as well, even though
No, it hasn't gone.
Usyk and Krasiuk agreed to it.
No, it hasn't gone.
And you heard Krasiuk after that, then there was a list of the length of your arm that would take me 15 minutes to go through.
And that's the list we want.
I'm quite sure. No, what we want is to hear from the other side.
Yeah.
Let's take it at face value. Krasiuk wouldn't say it if it wasn't true.
Well,
let's hear from the other side.
don't know about that.
From Fury or Warren. Well, who do we need to hear from?
The list. Whoever's got the
need-
list.
No, who do we need to hear
Two
from?
things we need to do. We need to hear the list of accusations as the reason why the fight can't happen, and we need a response to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just hearing more air.
Both of you, listen to this. That's what we're hearing from the Fury camp this morning.